we were here, we had puppies. We randomly called puppies. Okay? And we were able to add the puppy, and it used to work. Now I'm not sure if it works anymore. We have a server error already. And we're going to ignore that. But, puppy ID index. Thank you. And I have to log in. And now, if I add a puppy, it looks like it went through. I have a puppy. Their name's always Cujo. And I believe this is probably him. Okay, cool. So that's us using an API and saving this picture of it's really we're just saving a URL, right? Really we're just saving this URL. It's called message, but that's our photo, right? So same idea, but this time we're gonna let the user pick the picture, and then we're gonna use a service called Cloudinary to create an image link like this, and then again we save the image link. So let's go ahead and go through this. Right here, this is also in your curriculum. It's pretty good over here, so in case you get lost, you can always refer to this. It should be Friday of last week. So it should be... You see it? So Friday of last week. Okay, and it's like self-guided, bonus, whatever. But a lot of you guys are doing it, so let's go over it. So first thing we need is these packages. These are 3 different packages. And you can use this for all kinds of file uploads, not just images. You can use it for videos. You can use it for all sorts of other stuff, but we're just going to go with images for now. And you can decide how to use it how you want to. So first things first, in my back end, which I already am in. No, I'm not. Oh, my CD documents, code, jan, iron plate, back end. So in here, I'm going to do an npm install. Oops. This guy, these 3 things. Okay. Cloudinary, Molter storage, Cloudinary, and Molter. Molter is actually for file uploads. Cloudinary is like an API that we can use that will do a lot of the work for us. So, there we have it. Yep, Cloudinary, Molter storage, Cloudinary, and Molter. Okay. So this will be available to you right here as well. And then you're going to have to go to cloudinary.com and sign up. I'm already signed up and logged in, right? But you just have to sign up and log in at cloudinary.com, and you'll get these 3 things. A cloud name, a cloud key, and a cloud secret. These are the things that you need to save images on Cloudinary. So let's go ahead and find mine. See reveal. Okay, we have the cloud name. So in this, they want you to put this in a .env file. Anyone know why we'd want to put it in a .env file? Right, because it's .env file goes in your .getignore so that you don't bother uploading and nobody can see your keys. So we go up here. Although for me, I'm showing all of you guys, it doesn't really matter. It's not a huge security risk for me. So we go boom, cloud name is that. Let's go ahead and copy this from here. I'll copy these 3 things. I'll stick them into my env. And now I will get the right values. So first is the cloud. Yeah, this is my backend folder. I have my backend right here, and I have my front end over here. I typically like to just do that, just because, but it's just a preference. So here I have my cloud name, I believe that's what I have. Paste that. My key paste that. Oops. Copy. Paste that. And my secret. Paste that. Save it. And again, this is usually where people put their API keys, because in your git ignore, you will not see it. So, how will I access these in my app? Process.env.cloudname, process.env.cloudkey, process.env.cloudSecret. Okay? And when I deploy this, I'll have to put these as config vars in Heroku. So, but for right now, we're just going to work locally, and deployment we'll do after. So, cloud name, cloud key, cloud secret. Good. That said, let's get back to this. And now we're going to make a new schema. They called it a thing schema. Okay, but we'll call it an image schema or something. So where do I create my schemas? Models. Very good. Models. Okay, I'm going to make a new file. We'll call it image.js. I'm going to paste this. I think we also need a couple other things here. We need that. And we also need to export it. Oh. Okay. I'm going to change this thing to just say image, because that makes way more sense. Image schema, image. So what's going to happen when I create a new one of these? I'm going to have a whole new collection called images. And inside of images, I will have a name, a description, and an image link. This is the goal. All right? Okay, so moving back to the curriculum. Here, we are now going to, this is all server side, and down below it will be client side. So there's a few steps here. First thing is that we're going to want some sort of Cloudinary setup file. Now in this specific curriculum link, they give you a repo to clone right here. And in that repo to clone, they have this Cloudinary setup.javascript file for you. I don't have that because I'm using the iron plate. So I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to put it inside of a configs folder and call it cloudinary-setup.js. You can put it wherever you want, but I'm just going to do that. It's just syntactic, so I just don't want to have to retype it all. So again, the link to this is in here. I will also post it, and you can just copy this, and in your server, I'm going to create. I already have a config folder, so inside there, I'm just going to go ahead and say new file, cloudinary setup.js. Paste this in here, and let's take a look at it. So what this is doing right now is just using the 3 packages that we installed, calling this method with the 3 key, name, and secret we put in the .env, and then it calls this other function, and it exports it so we can use it. You don't exactly have to know what's going on here, but you can already start to see. If you want to include video formats or other kind of picture formats, you can put that in here, right? And you can start just doing whatever you want there. And this is the folder name that's going to be online. It's called Thing Gallery for now. Let's call it, I don't know, we'll call it just iHack. Okay? And then that'll be the name of our folder. You'll see what that means in a little while. So we just copy and paste that, basically. You don't really have to think too much about it. Just copy and paste that into there. And now we can import it wherever we want to use it. So we go back here, and now if you notice, we're requiring it or importing it so that we can make a route that does it. So where do I want to put this? Actually, where do I want to put all this? in one of the routes, right? In one of the routes, one of these routes folders. So you go boom. Okay, so here would work, or an index.js would work. I'll do it in here. So basically, you can ignore everything else I have. And I'm just doing something like this. And you notice this word uploader came to us from here, right? Came to us from here. We exported uploader. Okay. Uh-oh. Ah! Shun him. Okay, so we got uploader. We're going to use uploader here. What is this called? Bonus brownie points for that. Anybody know?
Well, that's a parameter. That is a method to parse the URL, right?
What's the word? It begins with an M. M-I, M-I-D, M-I-D-D. Middleware. There you go. Nice. So this is middleware. This is a function that runs before this function. So what's this function going to do? It's going to go ahead and use this stuff. Tells it what folder to save it in and what format to save it in, that kind of thing. There's probably a lot more options if you look at the docs. And then it returns this URL. Okay, and we'll go ahead and we're going to console.log in here just so we can see it in action. Console.log, rec.file. You guys have used rec.body, right? You guys have used rec.query, rec.params. There's another one called rec.file. Okay, and so we'll go ahead and we'll look at this and we'll log it. Rec.file. Cool. All right. So we got that. We got cores already, hopefully, right? So we're all done with that. And now we can do the client side setup. So we have our server ready to go, I hope. Cancel, and let's go ahead now. Save this, make sure it's all saved, and go to our client side, and we'll need Axios, which we already have, and now we have a service, which we already have. We already have all this. We just need a function like this. Handle upload, and it's called save new thing. These two functions, what they're going to do, one of them is going to go to Cloudinary, save it there, and then when it comes back with the new URL, you're gonna take that URL and you're gonna save it to your database. So there's two things that happen here, right? Thing number one, you go and you save it on Cloudinary. Cloudinary is cool. Here's your link now to this picture that's online. And then I take that link and I save it to my database as some string or something like that, right? So first, we'll go to Cloudinary and save it there. So I'm going to, let's just create a new component right here to do this. Okay, see if you guys remember how to do that. So here we are, my source. How do I create a new component called image upload and put the stuff there? I go to the front end. Components. Okay, we can go ahead and put it wherever we want. I'm going to go ahead and put I'll put a new folder, just to keep this neat. New folder, and I'm going to say images, or image upload. Inside there, and again, the preference is up to you if you want to have folders or not. Open this up, I'll create a new file called image upload.js. Okay. And in here, I'm going to do a React class component. So I thought. Okay. All right. And now, here I'm going to see if it works. Image upload. Save it. I do not see it. Why not?
Create the routes.
Huh? I haven't created the routes or the link. Where do I go to do that? App.js. And I create a route here, right? Yeah? Yeah. So copy that, paste that. I call it whatever I want. Let's call it upload the image page. Okay. And then what am I going to render? The puppies component? What component am I going to render? Image upload. This one I created over here, right? So we go image upload. Okay. And it imported it like that. I'm just going to change this to capital I. It doesn't really matter. Save it. And so now, if I go to upload the image page, I should see image upload component. So if I go to upload the image page, I see my image upload component. So just to make it nice and easy, I'm going to make a link, regardless of whether or not I'm logged in or logged out. Nav link to that. Okay, and I would say image upload. Save it. Here's my link, a really ugly link. Okay, and I click on it, and I'm here. Home, upload. Cool. So we made a new component, we're able to go to that new component, yada yada. Now we want to do certain things on this component. What do you think we're going to want to do? Form, right? That's usually how you post data. So we're going to have some sort of form. Okay, we're going to save ourselves a little bit of time, and we're going to take this form. We'll go ahead and we'll just copy the state right here. You can use this syntax if you want. I'm going to do a slightly newer syntax, like that. Okay, and then we're going to need these methods. So we go ahead and we're just going to handle change. Okay, what's this guy doing? We've seen this guy a lot of times. What do you think he's going to do? Yeah, when the user types something, it's going to set the state, right? So we're going to have like a name input, a description input, and then we have this weird image URL. We're probably not going to use that for this. That'll come after. So let's go ahead and just grab this whole method as well. Let's grab it all. Well, let's grab it all. Well, let's just take this whole thing. Well, let's just take this whole thing. No reason to redo all that. Okay, boom, right? And basically, this all together now is going to do what we need to do. It's just going to add it to the state. When you hit file upload, it does this stuff for you, creates new form data, appends it to image URL, calls this method, and then sets the state of the image URL, and then on submit, it saves in your database. So again, this part, this is where we will go to Cloudinary. This is where we'll go to cloudinary.com and save our pick. We'll get back a URL. This is the URL we got back from Cloudinary. And then right here, this is where we go to our database and save our link. All right? Again, feel free to copy this code. I just did. right? So what parts what am I gonna have a problem with right now? I have inputs, I have text areas, I have all that stuff, all that good stuff. What don't I have? Service is undefined.
Well, we gotta have a route service index here.
The service. What's the service? Services index.js. It's in here. So what do I need to do to make that work?
Create a new key inside of action.
All right. I'll have to. I call it actions, not services. I will change that here as well. I got import actions from nope. Hold on. Actions from services. Okay. Because services index.js. And now instead of calling it service handle upload, I'm gonna call it actions I handle upload.
Wait, so you don't have to pull it in the import index.js?
No, you don't have to. Index is implied.
It's the only file.
But I'll put it. But it's implied.
It's implied because it's the only file.
No, it's because of the word index. Only if it's called index do you not have to.
Oh.
But I'll put it. Okay, so here we have it. Okay, and now I just have to switch these two words from services to actions, just because that's where I'm calling it everywhere else. So now it's going to still give me an issue. Why? Because there's no handle upload and there's no save new thing inside my actions. Not at first, but it will. If I go ahead now and I say, hello, my new pick, I can do all this stuff, right? Including choose a file, right? But then I get this problem. Okay, one of the hardest things to get used to is reading your error, because they're usually really ugly. But if you look carefully, it says handle upload is not a function. You got to add that function into here, right? It's an action. This is the way I'm doing it. Again, you could do the post or gets directly from that file if you want to. I'm just going to keep doing it this way. So we have handle upload. Async. Okay. And let's go ahead actually. And look at those methods. And these are the two methods that they had right here. Okay. Let's just take these. So you don't have to do everything async await just because I started that way. You can mix and match like this if you wanted to. Okay. Now you can also keep it this way if you want to because it's not using the this keyword, or you could do it this way. All right. I'm gonna leave all three of these. They all will work. They're all slightly different.
Oh, so you can do it like a math, okay.
All right. Just so you can decide, you don't have to do everything async await like this. The only thing that does matter is this return. And these are the same thing. So now I'm posting to upload, and this is where again, this will be the one that saves to Cloudinary. And this will be the one that saves to your database. So, let's first just focus on this. Handle upload. What am I missing, if anything? I have a feeling I'm not missing anything. So let's go ahead and try it. We'll save this, and we'll see what happens. Doesn't work? Why not? Oh, it's got to be an object. Error handler is not defined, so we're just going to replace that with console.error. Error. Okay. Save that. And here we go. So, here you go. My first pick. Choose a file. I got no good pics here. I've got no good pics here. There's a one. And we had an error. File and service. The file to be uploaded. Look to see what everything that happened here. This is the file to be uploaded. Cannot read property. Secure URL of undefined. Image upload line 29. We did not log this. But still, let's try that one more time. Let's get a cool picture. Let's get a cool picture of, I don't know, nice photo. This is nice. I don't know. I like this. Okay, somewhere we're not allowed to go. Okay, that works, right? Okay, take this and throw it in there, and we'll call this. Oh no, it's a WebP format. Nah, screw it. We'll use the alphabet. Forget it. So let me see if choose file, boom. And that should have, just by choosing it, it should have worked, but the response is
Do
undefined.
you think that maybe the essential weight matters in this case?
Because we're using a then catch. This post to upload is not working because it doesn't make any sense. We should be posting to a Cloudinary. 1 second, let me troubleshoot this. What part did I miss? We called it image URL. Anyone know why?
Go to your off JS maybe.
No, the reason is because the logic's actually server side. So, yeah, so I'm sending the image to the server, then from the server I'm going to Cloudinary, back to the server, back to the client, back to the server, back to our database. In this scenario, you don't have to do it this way. You could just go server, Cloudinary, server database. But that's the way this is working. So let's go ahead and go through this way, and then maybe we can streamline it. So the reason I'm getting an error is because I'm not actually going to this route, and this is where the magic happens: upload or single image URL. So I have to go to that route, which means I have to post to this, which means wherever I'm calling my post on the front end, I'm not hitting, even though line 34 is here, I'm not hitting that route. And why is that?
I love when that happens.
Cannot find it. Okay.
Oh, you don't never mind.
So, how do I fix this? Error. What do I do here? Where is the error? Is this client or server side?
Server side.
Server side, right? Nodiman? So what's the error?
They can't find the module.
So what does that mean?
That it's not being imported or it's imported property.
Right, so the route's wrong.
Yeah.
What file is this in?
This is back end. So
What file though?
what file?
No, that's the part I can't find, but it's looking from
Using the config.
routes index.
Routes index.
So if I go to my backend, I go to my routes index, this is a problem. Why is this a problem?
Oh, because you gotta do another step because index is inside of routes, but when you go up, you just go to never wait. What?
Alright, this looks right, right?
Oh, configs and config.
Aha. Yes. Okay, so there, save that. Now I'm good.
There you go.
Now, hopefully, it goes from my client to this, uploads it, says what's up right here, rec.file, and returns something. So, let's try it again. Click save new thing. Wait, hold on. Choose file. No, this is going to only happen on choose file. So I choose file, boom. And here it is.
There you go.
Came all the way back. This is my URL. So again, this went from client. There it is. It's a bunch of text. That's really hard to see for some reason, right? But that's it. So it went from client to server to Cloudinary, back to server, back to client. And if I went to my Cloudinary console right here, and I refreshed, I looked around a little bit, I should see this iHack folder, and in the iHack folder, there is my picture. So cool. So I went all the way in, and I saved it into Cloudinary. So that's it, right? Now, the way this is working, and you might have different ideas for a UI, is that once I choose file, it saves to Cloudinary, and then once I click save new thing, it saves it to me, to my database. Depends on how you guys want to do this, right? Could have all done it in one, but this is the way this is working out. It's breaking it out into two. So now how do I fix this part? Save new thing. How do I actually save the image and then show the images along with the names and the descriptions?
Well.
You establish a route against.
Yeah, it came all the way back here. Response is on image.js line 27. So in my front end, in line 27, I just saw this log, and it set the response to state. So what's in my state right now? I have everything I typed plus the link. So really what I got to do is I got to go ahead and post the state, right? And that's probably exactly what this is doing right there. Save new thing, calls this dot state, and saves it. Where do I go after this line? 40?
Then you go to the index.js and services.
Index.js. And here I have a post to thing create. I'm going to make this image create. Okay? I'm going to change this from thing to image. Okay? Now, how do I hit this route? I don't have this route. Where am I going with this? Going to where? The back end. Right? Very good. And I want to make the other side of this. Right? So the other side of this, again, I can put it anywhere I want. I'm going to put the other side of this. Okay? And how do I write that here? Router.post image/create, right? Rec res next.
And then you get the schema that you're reading.
The schema, right? We did this at the very beginning, but we haven't used it yet. So you got to import it. Just how I did the puppy one. Boom. Image. And then what? Now I got image, and I can use this word.
Then you say image.create.
Create.
Then you use the rec.body.
Right. Rec.body will be what? This dot state from the other side.
Yeah, and this state contains the name, description, and image.
Creates everything. I can just go ahead and say rec.body, and that's it, really. And if I want, I can go ahead and return a response. All right. Res that JSON, whatever.
Wait,
Dot
is
catch.
that gonna be conflicting if you have Rust and Rust and Rust in the JSON?
Oh, you're right. Thank you. Bad practice to do this.
Just data.
So go ahead. We'll just go ahead and this one will be data, res dot JSON, something like that. Okay. So you can do whatever you want here, but the idea is that you save it. We go now. Here, choose a file. I choose another picture. I'll get a bunch of pictures soon. Boom. I say letters, blocks, so cool. This saved it already to Cloudinary. Again, hit save new thing. And now in my compass, what's going to happen when I refresh?
Verticals?
Huh? It's there where? Where is it going to be? There's going to be a new collection called Images. And inside Images, here's my thing with my link. So that's it. So boom. So you have it all there now. And now how do I show them on this page?
Well, it's the same way that you show puppies.
Router.get. I'm going to do this. That's step one, okay? That's Cloudinary step one.